But first to the protests for the second weekend in a row. There were about 7,000 people who marched in a Black Lives Matter protest in Perth. And then there were the refugee protests in Sydney, with about 300 gathered in Hyde Park on Friday. This is, of course, despite the court's ruling that the protest was illegal. Yet while cafe owners and restaurants are subject to audits and threatened with $50,000 fines, only 2 protesters were fined in New South Wales this weekend. Just 2. Matthias Cormann has suggested withholding job seeker payments for those who attend the protests. But ultimately, he says the premiers should be enforcing the current rules for those breaking the rules on mass gathering. And it's something the premiers are simply not doing. This movement has now got little to do with equality or racism. It's become a terrifying global movement to get rid of the police, to destroy literature and entertainment, to tear down monuments, and to censor free speech. Madness has taken hold around the world. London's statue of Winston Churchill was boarded up on Friday evening to protect it from protesters who failed to recognise that he saved us from the Nazis. And in Sydney, police stood guard around a statue of Captain James Cook, while in Ballarat, monuments of our former PMs were vandalised. This tearing down of historical monuments are the exact same tactics that have been used by evil totalitarian regimes. Think of the Nazis, the ISIS and the Taliban.